This is the Let's Go Win podcast with your host, JM Ryerson.
What is happening, you guys? Welcome to Let's Go Win podcast for Tuesday tune-up. And I have today a very special guest. This would be my oldest son, TJ Ryerson. Say hello, please.
Hello.
I brought him on today because we were talking about mindset. And TJ happens to have one of the strongest mindsets that I know. And I don't even know if he knows how or why he does. So the idea today is we're going to talk about it. I want to talk about the mindset that he has as he's developing in tennis, in school, because I think so much of what he's doing is applicable in everyday life. So thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. How are you feeling this morning?
Feeling good. A little bit tired.
A little tired?
know?
Just got done with a massage?
Yeah, I got worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Got all the tight spots out.
And stretch zone?
Yeah, and stretch zone. My hips are feeling good right now, loose.
Cool. So if I were to ask you, what is your mindset specific to going into a match, tennis match? Because you have very specific goals, what you're trying to obtain. So with your mindset, as you go into a tennis match, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking like, okay, I got this. I'm hyping myself up. I'm listening to music. I'm meditating. I'm stretching. I'm warming up. Like, I'm going to do my game plan. I'm going to do whatever I need to know and whatever and however I can to win. So I stay calm. I'm positive. I'm saying I need to hit my forehand. I need to hit my backhand serve. I'm going to do this, this, and this, and I'm going to go apply it.
Okay. So you are doing meditation. You're doing visualization before your match.
Yes.
Why?
To prepare, meditation helps me stay calm. Visualization makes me like think of my shots, how to like hit a forehand, how to hit a backhand, and visualizing it makes me start strong in the match.
Okay.
It doesn't if without visualization, I would probably start a little bit slower, but visualizing helps me remember my shots and it helps me go apply it into the match.
Okay. So we just got back from Puerto Rico and you happen to win. Congratulations. It's awesome. But in the semifinal match, you actually went to a third set. And for those that aren't real familiar, that's basically that's your overtime. And they do what's called a 10-point tiebreaker. Now, you won what was the score of the first set? 6-1?
6-1, I won.
And then you lost what?
4-6.
4-6. So now you're going into a third set. And the reason I'm bringing this up is very specific. You going to 10 points, the first to 10 wins, you go down 8-2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to take you back in that moment, and you're down 8-2. Tell me what was going through your mind. Where was your mindset at that point?
The same as it was how it started during the match and how it started in the tiebreaker. I wasn't going to give up. I knew I was still in the match, even though, I was down 8-2. A lot of kids and juniors would quit or give up, that's pretty tough to come back. But I was like, just keep playing, see what happens. And that's what I did. I got some momentum. I won a couple points. He started missing, getting frustrated, instead of me getting frustrated at 8-2. And it hit 9-8. I think I'm down a match point. And I'm like, okay, let's just do the same thing. And I was still aggressive. And yeah, and then I won 12-10 in the third. And I was actually down another match point. But I just put my head down and grinded through the match.
Which, as I've told you before, that's my most proud is when I don't care if you win or lose. I really don't, as you know, and this for the audience. I don't care if he wins or loses. I really don't, as long as he gives his best effort. Now, you stayed positive in that match, from what I understand. I don't get to watch, unfortunately, because whatever reason he gets a little nervous or his mom gets nervous if I'm watching. But you haven't always stayed positive in the matches. What happens when you start to go negative in these matches?
I start losing. That's simple. I mean, without me staying positive, it's not good. It's really not good. Me staying negative doesn't work out. I mean, I'm gonna I'm frustrated. None of my shots are working. And then it's like a domino effect. It goes from like one miss, oh, I suck. Two misses, oh, what are you doing? Three misses. And then you're like, okay, like what the heck is wrong with me, So then it can carry over until 2 games. And about 2 months ago, I'd say that and it'd carry over for 2 games until I finally reset. I've been saying positive these last 3 tournaments, and the results have been much better than what it has been ever in my tennis career.
Okay. And this is what I want everybody to hear. Look, when things are going negative, if you pile on that negativity, it's like a snowball rolling down the hill. And I've watched it. It's sports, I think, is the beautiful thing because you get to watch it play out and you get a tangible result immediately. So when you're negative, it goes negatively. When you're positive, it goes positively. I want to shift gears just a little bit. What are your long-term goals in tennis?
First, I want to play D1. Let's just start at that. And then I know a lot of people don't know what UTR is, but I want to hit 11 UTR first and then 12 and then see where college goes. Then I want to be #1 tennis player in the world.
Okay. So that's what I was hoping you would say because I know these goals. You are going to be #1 player in the world, correct?
Yes.
Now, does everybody that you're surrounded by, do they believe that you're going to be the #1 player in the world?
No.
What if I told you right now you won't be the #1 player in the world? What would you say?
I'm not going to listen to you.
Good. I want everybody to hear this point. And I was curious to see how he's going to respond to this. Now, he has been coached by me since he was a little kid. So let's be clear. He knows the answer because I've told him no matter what I say, no matter what his mom says, no matter what his teammates say, his friends, his coaches, it is up to him whether he will or will not become the #1 player in the world. Now, barring injury and all the things that can get in the way, and maybe you just lose interest. But I want everybody to hear this. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're correct. So is that something that you have learned from us talking? Is that just a resolute fact that you're going to be the #1 player in the world? Where'd that come from?
Came from you guys, obviously. I mean, you taught me pretty well. And then just the fact that I know, like, I'm not going to, it's my choice if I want to be #1 in the world or not. It's not someone trying to bring me down. I'm not going to go down with them. I'm going to raise myself higher than them.
Cool. Now, are you the most talented player in the world right now?
No.
You're not. Are you the most hardworking player in the world?
Yes.
Arguably, yeah. I would even say that. And again, I'm biased. You're my son, but I marvel at your work ethic. But I want you guys to hear, he's not the most gifted, and he knows that. There are kids that pick up on things maybe a little faster than you do.
Yeah.
Naturally, maybe they're more gifted at specific things in tennis. But when it comes to work ethic, when it comes to mindset, when it comes to just that growth mindset that you've adopted, I believe you will. If you choose to do it, bud, I do believe that. Now, when you're not the best at a certain thing, so let's say you're working on a drill and somebody picks it up like that and you don't, where is your mindset at that point?
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep working hard. It might take a little bit, but I will eventually get there. I will eventually, like, my work is gonna pay off.
So when you fail at something, do you get down on yourself at that point, or where does your mindset go?
Sometimes I'll be down, but lately I want to, if I fail, you're always gonna fail in life, no matter what it is. That's how you're gonna grow. You're gonna learn from those mistakes and grow into a better player person.
So when you fail, though, bud, my question is, where does your mind go when it does go negative? How do you get yourself out of it?
I reset. I take a deep breath. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn.
Okay, I want to talk about the reset because you've said that a couple times. What is your process? Do you know what that process is for resetting?
Yes, I take a deep breath in, 1, 2, 3, and then let it out for 4.
Okay, and that resets you immediately?
Not immediately, but once I start getting into the drill, yeah. I mean, I'm more calm when I am not negative anymore. I'm more calm going into the drill.
Okay. Now, in your journey in this tennis, because again, this is very applicable to business, to life. Is it always just you're winning, everything's going up the entire time?
No.
Okay. So what has been kind of the course thus far? And we've seen at least 2 since we've been in Florida, what I would say breakdowns to get breakthroughs. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. How do you continue to have this mindset to want to persevere? How are you able to harness that?
Like, what do you mean by like?
So when you have these breakdowns, that's not fun.
Yeah.
You've been broken down to tears. You've been like, this isn't working. I want to move back to California was one of them at some point. Was it a reset at that point, or how did you overcome that so you were able to get back on track, continue to take steps forward?
Like you said, I reset, and then I went through all the things that I have here, all the opportunities. I'm like, okay, like stop playing. I sometimes I get tight in tourneys, but I kind of, okay, let's go reset. And then, like you said, break down to break through. I try to make that jump. I try to be positive. I'm doing all this. I'm doing all and above. I'm after a breakdown, I'm going to work harder and harder and harder until I finally get that breakthrough.
So I wanted everybody to hear this. Yes, this is my son, but some of the tools that he has developed over time, he's been guided a little bit by myself, but other coaches. You've learned these processes and he implements it. And what I wanted people to know is, look, he is definitely growing in this sport and he's developing, but it's not all easy. It's been a lot of hard work that he's had to do and a lot of learning along the way. So I've been asking you questions the whole time. Do you have anything you want to share with the audience about whether it's mindset or anything?
Just stay positive, put your head down, and get the work you want to do. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it.
Yep. Well, buddy, I'm proud of you. Congrats on the tournament win. Thank you for coming on a Tuesday tune-up. I definitely, I've told my audience, I know you've watched some of the videos. I have learned true work ethic from this young man, and you are truly something I marvel at. I hope you keep working hard, bud. I will obviously be there to support you, but I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Pops.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right, you guys, as you know, your mindset matters. There's a lot you can learn from a now 16-year-old. Holy cow. Yeah, I have a 16-year-old, and he is definitely someone I'm proud to have in my life, and I love you very much. So remember, your mindset matters. Hey, if they wanted to listen to more, you're better at this social media game than I am. How would they best listen to the show? How would they best support the show?
Get it out. Put it on your Insta stories, man. Whoever likes it, just keep reposting, resharing, get this out. A lot of people need this. Obviously, the audience that people watching right now love it, so got to get it out there.
So share it, review it, subscribe. We appreciate you guys. Have an amazing rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for listening. If this content is delivering value to you, please make sure to subscribe, rate, and review us. That helps us build this community, and that is what we are all about. Building this community as big as we can, helping as many people as we can, and deliver as much value as possible. Be sure to head over to letsgowinpodcast.com for information on my coaching courses, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Let's Go Win 365. Let's go win and transcend in life.
This is the Let's Go Win podcast with your host, JM Ryerson.